my channel, Transparent Homeschool. My name is Beth, and today I'm just going to be giving you our quarter one review. I can't believe this is here already. I'm excited about it because I'll go into a lot more detail later in the video, but I feel like this quarter has just been one of our best. I've said that before, but I think this time I really might mean it. And again, I'm going to go and kind of explain why this has been our best year yet. I have kind of my list of things that I want to touch on, and so that's what I'm looking at. But I'm going to go through kind of like the sticky parts first. This setup is sticky just because of my toddler. He is into the age where he just wants to explore everything and take everything out and play with everything, and so that is getting a little bit old of just having him take everything of mine out and then having everybody kind of put it back. He thinks it's a great game because then he gets to take it back out again. So what we've kind of had to do is he usually gets to stay out with us for maybe about 30 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes. And then he just gets too distracting, and so he gets to go into his crib with some books and toys, and we put music on, and his blankets are in there and stuffed animals and everything. So he gets a little bit of independent playtime by himself while we kind of do some of the work that we need to focus on. It's just, that's kind of where we are right now. Apart from that, everything else is really, really positive. I'm super proud of my kids for all the hard work that they've been doing so far. As I go through all of the categories, I'm going to touch on my kindergartner, my third grader, and then my fifth grader. So I'm just going to do that for all of the different subjects. So for math, my kindergartner, she's picking it up well. We just had her math assessment today, and she got all of her answers correct. And she even did some of the additional practice problems just because she wanted to. She got all those right too, but she's really enjoying kind of having her own school, legit school to do, and I think she's picking it up really well. My third grader, we're going through multiplication facts right now. The Good and the Beautiful does it differently. They don't do your number families, so you don't learn all of your 2 times tables and your 3s, then your 4s. They kind of mix it up, and you're learning kind of all kinds of different math facts, so 3 times 6 and 9 times 8, or those things at the same time. And they break them into sets, so there's 4 different sets throughout the year, and then you learn them that way. Like I said, it is different, but not unpleasantly different. My son learned all of his math facts this way, and my daughter is picking it up. We are using the multiplication songs that go along with the course. She loves them, and so that is going really well. Her math also is really, really awesome. I'm not complaining about anything there. For a fifth grader, we're still working on his lessons, the length of them. The book says they're supposed to take between 30 minutes and 45 minutes. As we started the year and up until maybe about last month, we were reaching the hour, sometimes hour and a half point. And, I just kind of really had to sit down with them and talk to him about, your lessons can't take this long because you have a lot of other stuff that needs to get done. So he has been working on his focus and his, his dedication to his studies, which I appreciate. And we've gotten it down to just about the hour mark right now. And the problem is he gets all of his answers right. So I know it's not an understanding problem, it's a focusing problem. That's math. On to language arts. Again, kindergarten. We're doing well with reading. She's picking up really quick. We're still struggling with a few of the decoding processes. B's and D's are tripping her up, but again, The Good and the Beautiful has a lot of little tips and tricks for B's and D's. And so we are making progress with that. In the beginning of the year, I was very frustrated. We were not progressing, I guess, as quick as I thought we should. And again, that was me kind of thinking about what I believe should be happening, not what she is able to do. And so I just want to, remind everybody that like homeschooling allows us just that freedom to speed things up or, take a step back and go at the child's pace. We don't have anyone that we need to, like prove to that we're doing something. We don't have to conform to anyone telling us, you need to speed up these lessons because they need to be, whatever. We took the time in the beginning to really go over some things she was struggling with, and yes, it kind of held us back a few lessons, but I'm really glad that we did because now it's starting to kind of make a difference. And so she is picking up her reading really well, and we are using all of the components of the Good and the Beautiful kindergarten course. We're just using them a little bit differently. Maybe in the quarter 2 video, I'll kind of go over what we're doing a little bit differently. We are using all of the components, but it's just a little bit different. My 3rd grader, again, she's doing great. Her favorite part are the shared readers. So level 3 has 4 books, and you read them throughout the year together. And so we've already finished one. That was Timothy on the 10th floor. She loved it. Now we're on to the Kingdom of Kind. She loves it. My 4th grader is progressing, my 5th grader is progressing really nicely through level 4. So he's really doing a good job with that. What we're running into as far as like a problem with language arts with him is he is a very like black and white kind of kid, right? So if the instruction says something, he has to do what the instructions say. And so when we're talking about original thought and like writing down original thought, it's very difficult for him to write down like what he's actually thinking if it doesn't match up with the instructions. And so I'm trying to like get across to him like it's okay if your thoughts are different, but he's just like such a stickler for those instructions that it's really hard for him to kind of open up his brain and like let his thoughts and his words flow onto the page. Other than that, he's going really nicely through the course. I think he likes it. He enjoys how quick the lessons are and that he can do it all by himself. Science, my kindergartner, we are doing the activity books. I have one right here. We just finished this last week, so it's just kind of sitting right here. But everything is black and white, and so my kindergartner, loves to create and loves to color things. She loves color. So the fact that these are all black and white is like a godsend to her because it's like at the end of each lesson, loves the color, that she gets to add to the pages. So she's really enjoying it and it's fun for her. Our older ones are doing Journey Homeschool Academy now. And I will do like a whole separate video probably toward the end of the year about what that company is. So far, they really enjoy it. It is like 95% independent. There is an activity every week that we kind of try to do together as a family, just because my kindergartner, sometimes likes to join in. The video is independent, the quiz is independent, and then there's some other things that they have to do on their own. I love it just because I know that they're getting a Christian perspective science program, and the information is interesting to them. They love the videos also. They absolutely love the videos. History, again, everyone is enjoying our history. We're doing the Tuttle Twins American History Volume 1. The worksheets that come along with that have been a huge help. We don't do all of them, but we also have done some outside activities with that. The one that sticks out, we just went out last Monday, and we measured the Mayflower. We took black string and we measured like kind of a rough outline of how big the Mayflower would be. And then we all sat down in like a little corner, and there's 6 of us. So there was like, that was our family. And so I said, imagine that there's, 94 other people around us, plus livestock, plus, barrels of food and water or ale and all this stuff. And so we just talked about how cramped it was, on the ocean and the size of the ship compared to, going across the ocean for 3 months. And they really enjoyed it. They really are engaged in the history. I'm learning tons. History is going awesome. We love history. Our Bible, their copy work is fine. We're doing 1 John. We are a few verses behind. Not worried about it. They'll make it up. It's going to be just fine. Bible study. We do Bible studies from BSF on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That's going super awesome. We're having really good conversations. We're studying the book of Revelation this year. And so it's just really interesting to see that book through young minds. It's going really well so far. We're having really good conversations. And then we're also doing the missionary studies from Not Consumed Ministries into Every Nation, the first part. And that one's really great. We have loved the book so far. I mean, it's one of my children's favorite things to listen to. And we're on our third book right now. So we've done Hudson Taylor, Gladys Aylward, and now we're on to Eric Liddell. But they absolutely love listening to them. I bought all of the books, if you remember. But the chapters, the only like drawback is, one, they are sometimes a bit graphic about what they're describing. I mean, it's, you know, it's history, so it's true, but like it is a bit graphic sometimes, and so we do have to kind of talk about things as they come. And then the chapters are a bit lengthy. They are, you know, listening to them on audiobook sometimes, some of them are 17 minutes, some of them are 30 minutes. Instead of me having to read all of that, like we do it at lunchtime and when we're driving, really helps with their focus and kind of getting that done. But we've loved it so far. They're super inspiring. I'm loving just the dedication that these people are showing to God and their faith, and how I can share that with my kids. And then something that I found a few weeks ago is a website called Torchlighters, and they have 30-minute like cartoon videos of a bunch of these Christian missionaries. And so they did not have one for Hudson Taylor, which I was a little bit, you know, bummed about, but they had one for Gladys Aylward. And so we got to watch that as a family. It was done really well. We recognized all of the things that they were saying, all of the stories that she was telling, and it was just super cool to kind of see a visual representation of what we were reading. And then they have one for Eric Liddell too, so I'm really excited to share that with them. So Torchlighters, I'm going to link that down in the description because it's a great website, and they're really, again, 30-minute clips, 30-minute like videos of these Christian missionaries. And then our read alouds, also one of my children's favorite parts of our homeschool right now. Mine too, I love reading. We have loved all of our selections so far. Some of them have been me reading, and then others have been audio, and so we take turns every day at lunch reading, doing our read aloud or the missionary study. And so yeah, thumbs up there, love them. And then this year we are writing letters to everybody, and that is going well. We're still learning on what makes a good letter and what makes like an interesting letter. My kindergartner just draws pictures, and then I ask her to dictate to me like what the picture is, and then I'll just write that for her. But my older two are actually writing letters to whoever we're writing letters to that week. So overall, like I said, we're having a really great first quarter and probably one of our best so far. We are in our 7th year of homeschooling, and so to have a quarter stick out like this is really encouraging to me that maybe this year is going to be super awesome. We're really, really busy. We have lots of extracurricular things going on that take up a lot of our time, and my husband is super busy at work right now. And so life is a little chaotic, but we are getting school done. We're like 98% on track, and I love that. And so wait for my quarter 2 review, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.